This week, we discuss what is a clothes horse or what's a drying rack? What's the difference? Why tractors are important? You know, that's what Neil Parrish thinks anyway. He thinks they're very important. Discuss that and also bleaching of skin. I didn't know that was a thing. Garan didn't know that was a thing, but we looked at it in a little bit of depth, discussed it as much as we could, and how we're both domesticated husbands on bank holidays. Because what are bank holidays for, fellas? That's right. Cleaning. Yay. All right, we'll catch you through there. Laters. Welcome to this week's episode of the Indian Dots podcast. It is another week, another time, another bunch of hand motions by Karan. Thank you very, very much. Doctor, I have a question. That's not 70, that's 07.
It's hard because I got the camera in front of.
It's not working. It's episode 70, guys, in case you didn't know. He's trying to be cool about it. I don't know how it's working.
I'm cool guy. I'm cool guy. I'm cool guy. Honda si.
You wish.
Cool guy.
Karan, question.
Anji, go.
If you found your Game Boy Advance, if you found it and you found a game on it, would you start playing it now? Or would you just like be like, oh, that's nice, and just put it to the side?
No, you gotta play it.
Yeah. So I've borrowed Sanjay's Game Boy Color. And I've started Pokemon Red again.
Game Boy Color is the one that looks this kind of shape, yeah?
The rectangle, yeah.
Whereas the Game Boy Advance was kind of like this one.
That was so the Game Boy Color was portrait, the Game Boy Advance was landscape. That's the best way of saying it.
Yeah. I had the Advance.
I had the Advance as well.
Where the game stuck out the top, it didn't.
Yeah.
Until you had the newer games where it was like the same height.
Where it's like flush. Yeah. So
yeah.
I've got Sandra's Game Boy Color and I'm playing Pokemon Red.
Pokemon Red.
And you know what?
Zero.
I love it.
Zero,
You know why? You know why I enjoy it so much? It's because it's just a normal game.
Right.
There's no like add-ons and shit you got to put into it. You just play the game, and it's quite like, what's the word? Is it a platform game? It's not really a platform game, but it's just a game that has its own storyline. You follow it through, and then you just enjoy it as it goes along.
Gotta catch him up.
Mate, I noticed this online, I Googled it. Pokemon are cheeky, right? They made red, blue, and yellow, yeah? It's impossible to catch all the Pokemon in one game. You can catch them across 3, and then you're meant to trade with other people that have other games so you can exchange Pokemon to fill your Pokedex.
So on the red,
I didn't know this.
Who's the Pokemon on the red game? The Charizard.
Red is Charizard, blue is Bulbasaur. No, blue is
Blastoise.
Blue is Blastoise, sorry, yeah. Blue is Blastoise. And yellow is Pikachu, man.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, fine. So I didn't know that. I remember Silver when there was that special CI.
Yeah, but these were the OG games, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the original game you're on about. Well, that is a bit cheeky. But yeah, you're right, man. There's no gimmicks in these games.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is. You walk around the little foresty bit, and then goes.
Yeah, it jumps into the little catch-em thing, and it's. I think it's the first ever time they conquered the idea of like, if you spread a game across 3 games and make people play all 3 so they can catch all of them, all of the Pokemon. That's the first concept of like an add-on in a way. Can you see what I mean? Because now if you play like Fortnite or Call of Duty or whatever, you have to like get add-ons to get better, basically, unless you put a lot of time into it. So with those games, it's a lot different to say this. I think that was the first concept of like an add-on. So imagine you complete Pokemon Red and your Pokedex is incomplete.
Yeah.
You're going to go and get blue, aren't you, man?
Humans hate the sense of what? Incompletion.
100%, man.
But marketing, you know this, man. That's what marketing is. Incompletion.
Yeah.
Got shit. You smiling.
So you never know, man. You never know.
Buy shit, man. That's right.
So you never know.
You got the t-shirt, you need the shorts, man.
I find it crazy now that people who buy tracksuits and they don't buy the bottoms, they just buy the top. And I'm like, you've got to buy them both together.
Wait. Explain. Do you mean matching top and bottom though?
Matching top and bottoms.
Oh,
so imagine.
No, my friend.
Imagine if you've got, do you know the old school red Adidas zip up?
Yes.
You got to get the bent with it, man. You have to.
Okay, you can buy the bent But you can't wear it at the same time. That is
No, you
like
can, man. You
chav
can.
101, man.
Nah,
The only guy
Karan,
who's
it
rocked
depends.
that, the only guys rocked that for me, if you've seen The Gentleman, the actor who plays the coach in there with glasses, what's his name, man?
Samuel Jackson.
No, The Gentleman, man. Samuel Jackson, not Gentleman. The Gentleman's
No,
got
I'm on about in oh, what's that film called? The one that you and Sonny love so much.
no, Kingsman.
Yeah, Kingsman. Samuel Jackson wears a tracksuit in that as well.
He does. My point is, I'm just not a fan. Like, for example, you can see what I'm wearing now. Okay. This is a sweatshirt, right?
Yeah.
You can't wear matching trousers, man. Like wearing what you mentioned there, wearing the individual pieces separately is fine. I think it's one of the most ungentlemanly things when you get people, especially when it's like branded stuff, man.
It doesn't
It's just,
matter. No.
just,
It
just
depends. It
weird.
depends on how you rock it. That's what it comes down to.
How can you rock it? It's
You
just
can
too
rock
out
it.
there. It's too out there.
Goran, when I flew to go abroad, I'm not going to say where, but when I've been abroad, I've worn like a matching tracksuit top and bottom, and it's nice. It's comfortable. It looks good.
What color?
It was black and white.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
it was
Do you know
it was
in
it was
my
actually hang on. It was actually a football top, like a football trackie. So it was the PSG team. So
Okay.
I wore that
Okay.
top and bottom.
So that looks like kit, doesn't it?
There
know
you
what it
go.
is? I think the
Yeah.
specific thing I'm thinking about is red Adidas. Like bright colors are green. Some colors are just way too much. It's just like, what are you doing, man? And then have the matching trainers as well. It's just like, what is this? And then have your little man bag. Don't make me start talking about the stupid man bag.
The man bag.
Oh my god! Like having a satchel, a smart satchel, is one thing, but having that Indiana Jones, but you know, it's not a man bag; it's a bro bag. It's just, and then golf gloves.
What's a
and
bro
it's just
bag,
like,
Karen?
it's the man bag, isn't it? It's just another name for that. This
Is
little
it?
thing.
Is
The
it?
thing
Yeah.
is,
Is it?
it's not even worn. Like here, like you can't see my camera, but
It's
near
worn
my
across
wrist.
the shoulder.
It's like here. It's like, what the hell is that? It's like some emergency EpiPen pack. It's like, what?
If anyone
that?
should be carrying it, then it should be me in it because I need an EpiPen. But you know,
are allowed. You're exempt. Okay. You have
thank you very
exemption.
much. Thank
That's
you.
fine.
Thank
But
you.
just-
And do you
you're not
keep the
doing
same
this, like-
energy for women who wear it?
I've never seen a lady wear a man bag.
Really? Haven't you?
Yeah,
How about your
handbags.
wife?
Oh, you're talking about that special one. Yeah. We're not going to go there. That is a very, very
Contentious subject.
that thing is just going to be secretly destroyed and incinerated. Yeah.
You wish. You wish. I reckon one day, Karen, they will break you. By they, I mean my wife, your wife, Sandra Chindi. Yeah. I mean, they will break you and they'll get you one. And all of a sudden, you'll put it on once and you'll see that it is actually really useful.
I've tried to come around. I've even looked at, like, okay, could it be that there are some that which are really particularly chavvy? Is it to do with having a branded one? Some people have Louis Vuitton, some people have like Armani. Anyway, I swing it. I was like, there was just no way for me. If I'm on holiday, my look is having my Jansport bag on. You've seen it. I do it. That is my look, man. Shorts are on, shades are on, Jansport's on. But that silly little man bag thing, which you can't get anything into.
You can get stuff into it. It just depends, doesn't it?
Just stop it. You're antagonizing me now. Man bags are matching tops and bottoms are big no. White socks are no. Like there's just so many things.
What's wrong with white socks?
Come on, stop it, Michael. You're not Michael Jackson. Just does not.
What's wrong with white socks? What, like sports socks?
White socks are fine. The context of white trainers. Again, when you have massive amounts of contrast, it just looks silly.
Hang on. When you wear white socks with trainers, is that okay?
That's
like
cool.
if I'm in
That's
shorts
consistent.
and I'm wearing.
That's consistent. That's okay.
So when are you saying it's not acceptable to wear it? When I'm wearing a suit or something?
That's a big no. I mean, they're okay. You don't, yeah.
But that's standard though. You would think to not do that. So
you would think, man.
I'm trying to understand what's your beef with like.
It's just bad fashion. Bad fashion sense. Things which are
bad fashion sense. Geez.
Things which aren't complimentary. It's like a black shirt and a pink tie.
You're not Tom Ford, right?
Why would you? I'm not saying Tom Ford. I'm Jazz Mabby. A black shirt and a pink tie. Please don't do that shit. A black shirt and a white tie.
That's the Canada look, man.
Please.
We've been over this in previous podcasts. That's the Canada look.
Yeah,
let him have it. Man. Let him have it. It's not hurting you.
Look, Alec, see this black and pink. It just doesn't work, man. Like, what is this shit, man?
But you'll wear it in a Bangladesh, won't you, Karan?
One pink, not with black.
Mate, still,
Mhm.
it's been there. Let's not do
Been
this.
there. It has been there. I haven't done it there. Yellow, mate,
Mm.
consistent.
Sure.
In yellow, black, and
Anyway, Goran. Bank holiday weekend. It was my first proper bank holiday weekend spent with Sanj, right?
you got married. No, Easter weekend would have been your
No,
first.
no. I mean, just us two, where we did like nothing else but spend time with each other. Yeah.
Okay. Do you mean you didn't leave the flat? Is that what you mean? Or
No, as in we left the flat and stuff, but we just spent the weekend with just us two. There were no like
no
relatives or
family?
anything. It was just us two. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I think I understand why some guys don't like bank holiday weekends because they just end up doing house stuff. That's literally it. You just end up doing house stuff.
Why don't we do some cleaning, darling?
Sydney
Why
girl,
don't we reorganize the?
this is what Sanj did on the bank holiday Monday. She cleaned out all the cupboards in the kitchen,
right.
cleaned them all out, wiped them all down, reorganized them, got rid of a bunch of stuff. That took her the majority of the day.
I was there. I helped her with the rubber banding.
Yeah, but she did
look,
that
you
for all
should-
our
you
cupboards.
should-
All
call me
these
over.
all these cupboards here in the background. Yeah, these ones
Did
here.
she
Yeah,
use her label maker? This is the key question.
I don't think she did. No.
Okay.
But she did
Right,
some very good deep cleaning.
What did you do?
So
Supervised.
no. I had a separate to-do
You had a
list,
task.
yeah? I had a separate to-do list. I had to go to Dunelm. I had to get a clothes horse. Yeah, man.
Sorry, what?
Life is
A
getting
clothes?
saucy. A clothes horse.
Horse.
You know what it is? A clothes horse.
Horse.
Are you taking the
horse?
piss?
Are you using the word horse?
Yeah, I'm saying horse, but do you not know what it is?
I don't know what a clothes horse is. I've never heard of that term.
What do
in
you
my
dry
life.
your clothes on?
Oh, a drying rack. Clothes
Yeah,
rack.
clothes horse.
I've never heard that term. I don't know anyone who calls it that.
Bro, am I the
Oh.
only? Hang on.
This is like your batching.
We're not doing this. Nah, allow it.
Stacking.
No.
Stacking.
Okay. Clothes horse is sometimes used to refer to a portable frame upon which wet laundry is hung to dry by evaporation. It's the same thing as your drying rack. It's the same thing.
Perfect. I'm glad we understand each other, but you.
Jesus. Okay, man. I
Right,
thought I
right.
was talking shit for the last
Clothes
30 years.
horse, like,
Anyway,
how would you ever know that's to do with that?
I know that that's what it is.
You don't. Well, you know, obviously, but how would anyone else know? Horse. What's a horse got to do with it? It doesn't look like a horse.
So what's that got to do with anything? If you just learn what the word means, it makes sense.
Oh, private
you.
school.
Oh,
Right,
so you have a
private
rack.
school.
You have a rack. Oh, okay. But it's used for drying, isn't it? Yeah. What?
No,
Come on,
what's the
man.
term?
You could
What's the
reach.
term? What's the term? Drying rack. It's in the
Yeah,
name,
but
bro.
either way, you've repurposed the word rack to put clothes on it to make it a drying rack. It could
Correct.
just be a rack
But
for
you
any
but you-
purpose.
Correct, but you understand the term. I don't have to explain to you.
So when I say the word clothes horse, you don't think clothes should be on it.
I think about horse and there's clothes on a horse. I'm
You're-
like, what's the horse got to do with it?
You're a numpty, man, honestly, right?
Right. This is the poll for today. Okay, that's the poll. What term do people use more often? Clothes horse or
I
drying
reckon
rack?
clothes horse is American. That's probably why. But yeah,
Right.
I might
Are
have
we
picked it up
American?
from TV or something. Look,
I
I know
bet
we're
you
not
have.
American. I
I
know we're
bet
not
you have.
American. I think
Does-
I picked it up from
The
TV.
Sanj call it this.
I've never asked her actually. I think she calls it a clothes horse. I think.
What do your family call it the same?
I've never actually heard him say it.
It's just you.
I've never
You
heard
are
them
the-
say drying
you-
rack either.
you
They
are
just
the
say
anomaly.
all they say all they say- yeah, that or put the clothes out to dry. Put the clothes out to dry. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Did you have that growing up? You have the line in the garden.
Yeah, of course you did. Who didn't?
Bagalaki.
What Desi family didn't, man. And then as
No,
soon
you
as it was
didn't.
raining, you run outside like your life depended on
me
it.
baya.
Yeah, that's it. Done. Right,
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you should be like, just let it wash again.
Yeah, let it wash again. Yeah. Clean weather. Weather from the sky, rain from the sky, all clean. Oh, what were we talking about? I'm lost now. Oh yeah,
You went to Dunelm.
clothes rack.
With
I went to
tasks,
Dunelm. All right,
Yeah.
so I went to Dunelm.
Go.
Yeah,
Right,
Cool.
You had a list.
I went to Dunelm also. I went to B&M because I wanted to get mold remover. So, Goran, do you clean your washing machine out?
I have a guy who does it, but I know what you're going about, the black mold.
The black mold in the washing machine.
the
My
spores.
God.
Yeah.
My God, man. I was
Yeah.
like, what's that smell coming out the washing machine? I can't figure it out. And then I was looking and I was like, what's all this shit on the rubber? Right?
Yeah. It's when you pull it back and you're
No,
like, the
no,
rim, you're like,
it's when you put it back in the rim and it's also at the top.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it's just residue of clothes. It's just like stuck in. So I was like, let me just
Correct.
rub it off. No.
You're the
Fuck
demolish
all.
of it.
That did nothing, right? I was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. Then I went on YouTube, obviously, the library for
Source of all
everything.
knowledge.
How
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get rid of mold. I must have watched about 10 videos, Karen.
Good.
Each video
What did
told
you
me
learn?
something different. One said
Okay.
you can put bleach on paper towels and put it on there. I was like, I'm not putting bleach on my washing machine. That
Burn your
sounds
fingers.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get mold remover. You can get bicarbonate of soda, and you can get white vinegar, and you can just throw it in the machine. Literally, just throw loads of it in. So I was like, okay, I just threw loads of it in and spun it. That did fuck
Right.
all.
Right. Okay.
I
Try
did
that
that with the soda and with the vinegar. Did nothing. So I was
Right.
like, I can try and make one. And then I was like, hang on, let's just go online and buy one. So
Right.
went and bought the mold remover, sprayed the shit out of that, got that done. Had to wash it about 2-3 times.
Hmm.
So you apply it, you put the soda in, and then you let it run. That cleaned
Dry.
out like 80% of it. There's still like a little bit left, but it's never going to come off.
Good result.
But a little tip for people, yeah. You know when you pull out the top drawer where you put the subbing in, where you put the soap in and the conditioner, you pull that out. Ever pulled that out and just
Do you
looked
use that
inside?
tray?
Yeah.
See, we tend not to because we use tabs. We throw the
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
use tablets as well.
Yeah, go on.
Ever pulled it out and just looked inside it?
You mean fully pulled out the drawer?
Fully pulled it out and looked inside it.
Did not know
That is the number one mold central, bro. I looked in there, it was black. I was like, wow.
You are fun, man. Tu sara kala.
Mate, the whole thing, man. So I had to get a toothbrush and like scrub it and get it all out.
Yeah. Like when
Mate.
you got a special brush just dedicated to cleaning.
Mate, I've actually
that's when
got
you're
that
domesticated.
because I wear white t-shirts. I've got like little bits of food stains on them, and you have to like get it out with the toothbrush. Oh man,
You're
so
obsessed with
difficult.
white clothes, man. Like,
So
why don't you
difficult.
just buy darker color clothes.
Because I like white clothes. It's summertime. I don't want to go outside in black clothes.
Yeah, black, fair enough. But darker clothes. I mean, you're so conscious about it constricts your life. Like you don't eat in it. Like it's just.
Do you know what I did earlier prior to the podcast? I was eating and I was like, I don't want to get any marks on this. Let me just change. So I took this off and put a banana on and like ate my food and then changed back into this.
That's it.
Genuinely, this is how you gotta think, man.
I know it.
You understand it, man. Understand. But that's me fully domesticated as a husband. That's it. I understand why men do not like bank holiday weekends.
So what are you gonna do going forward? You have to plan something in.
I'm gonna plan a lot of shit in them so we don't do stuff like that.
You get the family around. Oh, look, my family's here.
Yeah,
surprise!
That's it. Yay! We're gonna go out. Yay!
No. Then you tell your family, chalo, cleaning karte hain. Yeah, big party. Cleaning karte hain.
What did you do on the bank holiday weekend, man?
You know what?
Don't look in your calendar. Just tell me.
I have to look at my calendar.
Oh my god, man! You're such an uneventful bunda. Honestly.
Right. Okay. Saturday. The
fact that you have no spontaneity and you plan things for Saturday. Did you just write fun day or did you write like, no, we're doing this here, this here, this here, this here?
I can share the screen if you want to see it.
Oh my god, you actually did.
It was the last day of my with the family from India, so we had to plan things. So you haven't.
Acha. That's your excuse. Okay, sure.
So we went to lunch. You would have been there in Sutton Park, Bracebridge, the restaurant on the Barney. Went there because my mama wanted to have lobster. So that's one of their cuisines. So we had a leisurely lunch there. That was very nice. Started with strawberries and cream. That was very, very nice. Little walk around the Barney. Then we went to the Birmingham Art Museum and Gallery because my photos now been put up in.
Yes. The picture from the Jaskirat Pura podcast.
Exhibition. Yes, absolutely.
There we go.
If anybody wants to go, guys, I'll be there till October. It was kind of surreal experience because as we walked in, there were people looking at it and like talking about it. And then Mama was like, "Hey, here's the guy."
Just baiting it out straight.
Yeah, there's a guy who's working there who was like, "Oh, is that you?" He's like, "Oh, wow!" Like,
of course it's you. Look at it, bald daddy and everything.
Yeah.
I bet you stood in front of it and did the pose like trying to get a picture.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Do the pose." And then the guy was like, "Oh, can I take a picture?" And then he was telling other people, "Like, yeah, look, he's here. The guy's here." Then there was this old elderly couple.
That was your claim to fame, mate. That's it. That's when you felt like a true celebrity.
Well, Ajo, it's fine. This elderly couple was like looking at me, then looking at the photo, then looking at me, and And you got to remember, in that photo, I wasn't really gymming, so I'm actually a lot bigger now than I was then. They were like, "Yeah, you look bigger in the photo," and I was like,
It's because of the apron. It's because of the apron. It's because of not the apron, the overalls, and or whatever you call them.
"Yeah, the scrub top is that," and obviously the angle of which it's taken. But it was just like, what response do you have for that? It's like, okay, thank you.
You understand? It's all about angles, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah, it's all angles. Yeah, did that. And then we do. Then we got back, chilled out a little bit. Went to the Red Lion pub for some food. So owned by my dad's best friend. He invited us all there for the
There
last
we go.
meal, as it were. Sunday, dropped him off the airport, got back, and did lots of cleaning.
There we go. The
There we
car.
go.
See, domesticated.
Yeah, the difference is I like cleaning, so it's not.
I
it's
don't
like
mind it. I just don't want to do it
invent-
all day in it. That's all.
Yeah, I mean it's a combination of cleaning and just doing tasks. So basically, every month I have monthly tasks to do. Sorry, Siri just turned on. I don't know why. But and this Sunday fell on that thing. So there are certain things like checking the ice machine in the fridge because sometimes it clogs up. Oil level, tire pressures, putting the stuff down the drain to make sure it stays unclogged, cleaning the shower drain. I have certain things I have to do each month.
The house maintenance. I see.
Yeah. So the monthly jobs, the half yearly jobs, the start of the year jobs, some to do with family health and stuff. So everything is just systemized and then just tells me what to do. My calendar tells me what to do.
Jesus, man. If the internet ever disappeared tomorrow, you'd be a bit screwed in.
Fine, it's all there.
It's all there, is it? Yeah, sure.
It's all there. It's all there.
Imagine trying to schedule a
I forget
podcast.
what the podcast is. Yeah. you want to do it now? Kind of
Do you want to do it now? Well, let's dive into a topic, shall we?
Yeah, go on. Oh, sorry. Let me just finish on Monday. That's what I did enjoy. I tell you what, I really enjoyed watching the snooker to the final was happening.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I couldn't think of anything worse than sitting and watching snooker. But you love it. You love pool and snooker.
I love playing. But
I heard that Ronnie Sullivan won. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, Ronnie. There are no words for Ronnie. He is genius, man. He has as many titles now as Rafa Nadal. He's Tiger Woods level. That level. He's just phenomenal. And watching him play, it's just a joy, man. My hope is next year to get tickets to the Crucible. So my big three sporting events next year are watch some golf. I want to go to the Open in Scotland, see Tiger Woods. Watch some rugby. I'm going to go Jamie. We're going to go Twickenham and go to the Crucible. Those are the big three things for me.
I'm trying to go to Wimbledon. I'll try and see how that goes.
Yes.
Trying to.
Yes. Go put your thing in the ballot, man. We went last year. Got some experience. Saw Roger Federer. It's a great day out. I'm hoping to get tickets again this year. There's a guy actually on my road. He normally sells them every year. I'm going to speak to him.
Find out for me, please.
He's got this thing. I don't know how to pronounce the word, debenture or something. Tickets, where you get like tickets for like 10 years. You put this thing in there every year. They just send you tickets.
Yeah.
But he obviously doesn't go to every day, so he just normally sells some of the days off.
Yeah.
Sergeant went last year, semi-finals, men's. Strawberries and ice cream, man. You'll be eating it all day. We just kept.
I'll be loving it. Let's go.
Yeah. It's really, really cool, man.
Sweet. Well, that's my thing. I'm looking forward to that. That's my event. Okay, chalo. Let's move on. So, Karan, how far behind are you on content? Any of the content assignments I gave you? Have you done anything?
I didn't tell you. I finished Sweet Bobby.
Oh my god!
I meant to tell you. I forgot.
Oh my god! You're such a bander. All right, we'll discuss that next week because I need to put some notes down, man. I forgot. Okay. I want to do it justice.
The Batman we talked about.
Okay.
Already, and Sweet Bobby's coming up. Yeah. What are the?
Did you watch the Adam Project? Nope.
Shit. My family's just come back. I'll watch it tonight because I'm working late tomorrow. Yes, that's my.
There we go.
Sorted. From the start, I'm gonna watch from.
Take those box of tissues with you, man, and watch it.
Can you stop telling me that shit, man? Like, you just look. Okay, look. Ryan Reynolds gonna die, or Mark Ruffalo's dead.
Ryan Gosling. No, Karan. No one. No. You need to just watch it. Trust me, just watch it. I'm not gonna ruin anything for you. Just watch it, okay? Thank you. Huh? I see nothing. I just see movement of the arm. That's it.
Oh my god.
Anyway, all right. Have you ever watched Queer Eye for the Straight Guy?
Queer Eye for the
Straight Guy.
No, it's quite a tongue twister name, isn't it?
So basically, the concept of the TV show, this is for your
Okay.
purpose because I'm pretty sure everyone else knows what it is.
Right.
It's where guys who are gay
Clothes
slash
horse.
queer go and dress up a straight guy and enhance his fashion look, give him some style. Yeah.
Guys who are gay, actually gay,
Yeah.
dress up as a straight guy.
No. They're basically stylists. They'll
Yes.
meet a straight guy in need of like a style upgrade or who doesn't know anything about
Okay.
fashion or dressing well or whatever. And they'll go and like upgrade his life, like give him like a
swag
new
him out.
wardrobe and stuff. Yeah, like swag him out, teach him how to dress,
Sounds like that
etc.
scene in Crazy Stupid Love, Ryan Gosling with Steve Carell.
Sure, let's go with that. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of the guys in there, he's ethnic, let's say. No, he's I think he's Pakistani. His name is Tamvrance.
Is he which one is he the being dressed up or doing the dressing?
Okay, I need you to understand something. There's like 5 guys on the panel that go and
Yes.
dress up another person.
Yeah. Is
They
he
all
one of those?
specialize in something. He's one of them. Yeah.
He's one of them. He's gay. The ethnic person
Yeah.
is gay. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fine.
So he did a TV show on the BBC talking about skin bleaching, right? And talking about making his skin basically lighter and the struggles that he had with it. And I didn't know how big a market this is. I didn't watch it. Sanj watched it. She told me about it afterwards. I knew skin bleaching happened, but I didn't know how it happened. But this guy was like, he really struggled with it. So he was bleaching his skin ever since he was a kid.
Why? Why?
Because he didn't like how dark his skin was, basically.
Okay. So
And,
it's a static thing.
Yeah, he would bleach his skin until it was causing him too much pain. He stopped and then he picked it up again, I think in his teen years. I might have got that bit wrong. But now, if you look at him now compared to what his pictures looked like when he was younger, he was really dark. Now he's very, very light, very, very fair skinned. And he's just talking about how part of it is down to colorism, which isn't something I knew. Basically, colorism is being discriminated against by your own people in your own ethnic group. So, say if you got a bunch of Sikhs, you got Sikhs that are on the lighter spectrum, Sikhs that are on the darker spectrum, and you have people that judge people depending on what color shade they are, basically.
Shades.
And yeah, I didn't know that this was a thing, and it's massive, man. He was talking about how it affected him and how he would go through the pain of just bleaching himself to make himself lighter. And he left the UK.
He didn't like it, or he was bullied and therefore didn't like
He
it?
mentioned stuff about being bullied and a lack of acceptance that made him want to do it so he could fit in.
Yeah.
And he left his town. He hasn't been back. He only went back for the first time in the show. It's actually quite deep. But what I noticed was that skin bleaching is way more popular than what I thought. And did you know that there's actually a skin bleaching company? There's companies that specialize in this.
Did not know. I mean, I remember I was in the aesthetic world. I've heard of hair bleaching. Like
Yeah, hair bleaching is standard, but I thought
I've never. No,
I thought you would have known this, but yeah, to give people a little bit of an idea, there's a brand in India. They used to call themselves Fair and Lovely, but they changed it to Glow and Lovely. Here we go, Fair and Lovely, Glow and Lovely.
Everyone talks about cream lalo, but I don't think that's not bleaching, is it?
No, it's a skin lightening cream.
Yeah. It's cream. I've heard about this cream.
It's a skin lightening cream.
When I heard about it, I thought it was just. I know a lot of South Indian people used to use it, but I used to always think, it's just clever marketing. It doesn't really
people still use it, man.
Yeah, but does it actually lighten your skin, or is it just?
I don't know if it works or not.
Yeah.
I assume it does.
What a name it! Fair and Lovely.
And now they changed it to what is it?
Glow
Good and Lovely.
Lovely.
What did they change it to? Hang on. Fair and Lovely. What did they change it to? Hang on. That's no Glow and Lovely. What am I saying? Good and Lovely, Glow and Lovely. Glow and Lovely, man. So, and did you know that guess who owns them? Actually, no, I'm gonna let you choose. I'm gonna let you guess. I'll give you 3 guesses. Guess who owns them?
Guess who owns Fair and Lovely?
It's like it's very unpredictable. Very unpredictable.
Ironic.
Yeah, a little bit ironic.
So it's a health conscious company.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, is it like an eco-friendly brand?
Yeah, yes, it is an eco-friendly brand. Yes.
I can't guess because I don't know enough of these companies. But
Unilever. Unilever.
They own it.
They own it.
Have they always owned it? They own it now. That's the
I think they've always owned it. Yeah. But Unilever are a charity. Do you remember how they were like big on saving the world and helping people out? This isn't helping people out, man. It's fucking people up, if anything.
That's what they're saying. But again, yeah, you look at that now historically, the connotation that fair and lovely is what you want to be. That's the only acceptable.
Yeah, but why though, innit?
Yeah,
why do people want to do that? Just
yeah, why is fair? Because I
can see it within communities. So I didn't know this, but apparently it's quite common in Desi communities to be asked like, how dark is your kid when they're born? I didn't know that.
I didn't.
But apparently that's quite common. I thought that no way is that true. But
that sounds like
it made me think of that Meghan Markle shit.
Harry
when
Meghan
she was asked.
Thinking that.
Yeah. It made me think of that. And I was like, I don't know that happens in our communities too. This is wild.
Mate, the royal family is based on Asian people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had that. And why is that a thing? Like, yeah, like you said, why is that a thing?
I think it's just a way to prey on people's insecurities, man. Clearly it works. I'm not saying it should work, but it does work.
It does work, but for what reason? Again, what's the intent? It's just
and it's built in India. That's probably the biggest pool of people that you can have to advertise that skin cream too, because everyone's going to be darker because they're in the sunshine all the time. So to put that cream on, it's massive, isn't it? They clearly found a good market for it.
That brand's it's been around for ages, man.
I'm not saying it's a good thing, but yeah, I need to watch that documentary. But skin bleaching, man, even footballers are doing it. There's a footballer called Yerry Mina. He was really, really dark. He was, I think he plays for Colombia, so he was a villain, let's say, in the Euro 2018 run that England had.
Good.
Was it the Euros? It was the Euros. Yeah. Was it 2018? Anyway, yeah, he was the villain who was like trying to get England players sent off and stuff. And I saw a picture of him the other day. He looks the same color as you now, Gar.
Wow.
Seriously, like really like light. I'm like, why would you do that? And the worst thing is about skin bleaching is that you can look at their knuckles and you can see what color they actually were, because that can't be changed. It's quite difficult to bleach your knuckles because it's a different type of skin.
Quite a contrast.
Yeah, so you can see the contrast in it.
And when you say, we talk about Fair and Lovely as a cream, but skin bleaching, what do you?
I don't know how skin bleaching works. I kind of don't want to know, but clearly there must be a how-to list, because if this guy Tam France was doing it all those years ago, it must be commonplace to just do that.
But whether he goes to a clinic or he does it himself or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just there's some things you hear and you're like, because you've never considered it yourself or needed to consider yourself, you just can't understand the context for needing it.
Which is probably how a lot of people feel about a lot of issues. Like, if you're overly rich, you can't relate to the poor. Like stuff like that. I think, unless it's on your radar, it's difficult.
Finance is kind of, I'd say, more universal thing, whereas I think this one's a little bit more niche compared to that one. A universal experience, let's say.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's being talked about your own community, the fact that you're too dark. Like, what the hell do you do that?
Do what?
What can you, like, someone says that to you, what do you say? Like, okay.
Thanks for your feedback. I'll take it on board. Do you want to fund me? Yeah, maybe. No. But I was going to ask you from a medical perspective, what can bleaching your skin do to you, basically? Can it really fuck up your skin?
Good question. I have no idea. Because
very useful, man.
I did not know it existed. I mean, what I can imagine is you can get unevenness, get spots, and then it'll kind of look like vitiligo. You've got like patches and stuff. I can imagine that if you don't keep it up, like the maintenance, let's say, you can have some sort of rebound issue, potential scarring, inflammation.
I reckon scarring and inflammation. I don't think people bleach themselves all the time, again and again. I think it's like a one-time thing that keeps you that color. That's what I assume it is. Because essentially bleaching is like, it's the same way how if you bleach clothes, if you bleach it, the color's gone, isn't it? It doesn't come back.
You think so it's a one-off thing. It's a big commitment then.
Well, one-off as in, you do it for a time period and that's it. A bit like laser treatment, I guess. You do it for like a time period, and then it should be done afterwards.
Okay. Is that what Michael Jackson did?
No, he actually had a illness,
They say that vitiligo, autoimmune condition,
vitiligo. Yeah, which has made his skin lighter.
perhaps. Who knows?
Do you not believe it? Do you reckon it's a conspiracy?
To be fair, I haven't looked into it. I've heard the conspiracy, but I haven't looked into it.
Well, now you know that skin bleaching is a thing. Maybe,
maybe. I mean, he obviously had the resources to do it.
and then some. But yeah, man, it's a bit of a dark one. Didn't mean to say it in that way, but it actually is. That was very unintentional. It was very unintentional.
Pardon the pun.
Yeah, man, that's not cool. Moving on to the next topic, Aaron.
Yes.
So you must have heard about the MP that was caught watching pornography in the Houses of Parliament.
Yeah. Like, you can't make this shit up, man.
Some people just have a kink in it.
As in what? They want to get caught. They want the feeling of being caught. Like,
I reckon they enjoy the rush.
yeah, I saw a skit about this from Eddie Murphy. I think it's in Raw, actually. It's in Raw or Delirious. Delirious. And he basically said he's trying to explain to women why men cheat. Okay, he's like, a lot of men cheat. And he goes, even if the men that don't cheat, they think about cheating. And he said it's not actually about cheating. It's about the thrill, the excitement, the danger of potentially getting caught or getting away with it.
Sometimes it is the actual. No, I just want to cheat.
Yeah.
But I get the premise.
Yeah, he's saying the majority of the feeling of it, and it's like with most things, isn't it? It's like you got the goal, but it's the thing on the way to the goal. You achieve the goal. It's not that good. In the same way, you might cheat, and then you're like, oh shit, what did I just do? It's more. Oh, I could do this, and then you don't do it. Yeah, maybe it was that. But what possessed him to do it when you're in that kind of
open space?
Status quo, stakes are so high. Like, oh man.
Have you heard his excuse?
No, what did he say? What was the statement?
He said, I was looking at tractors.
Jut. No, I wanted to buy a tractor, and
what kind of dirty brown porn categories was he looking at, man, for tractors? Maybe he was looking at tractors just on the wrong website, if you get what I mean. Yeah.
Suggested pop-up aa gaya. Click karta main. Click hogi. And then
there you go, that's it.
Khul gaya. That's it. And then lady on tractor.
Tractors, I think you could have given any excuse except that one.
Just a really obscure tractors.
Trying to look at tractors. What makes it funnier is that he went on a news network, GB News. He went on the news network and they were asking him about like, oh, there's this MP that's been accused of this, and he sits there straight face and said, yeah, it's really bad. Hopefully he'll face the right repercussions. Can't make it up, man. You can't make it up. It's
how long ago was that?
The week of the scandal, he went on GB News and said all this stuff like, I'm sure they'll face the right repercussions and stuff, knowing full well it was him. Unbelievable.
What have the consequences been?
He quit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he quit, and now there's a snap. There's a snap election, I think, or a by-election, whatever you call it. And I just thought the balls on you to go on a news network and just proclaim that everything's fine and hope you wouldn't get caught. I wish I had that kind of confidence in life, because that is a god complex, isn't it? Right?
You just don't give a shit, innit? And then you go and do it anyway. It's like, yeah, man, I'm looking for an excuse to leave anyway.
Yeah.
And obviously, if he's done it, then he's done it before.
Apparently, his wife he didn't even tell his wife, and she only found out via the news. Or when it all came out, he said, I've only just told my wife this today that it happened. And I'm like, oof.
Heavy news.
Awkward. Have you ever watched the Thick of It? The Thick of It was like a political spoof on the BBC. It's really good on Netflix. You should watch it. But this felt like a skit out of the thick of it. It just felt too good to be true that something like this happened.
Nothing surprises anymore, man. Like all this stuff about Boris and his £50 fines, and he's still in office and votes no confidence. And
I just thought that porn thing was like a step too far, and then it kind of opened up a can of worms for me mentally. Yeah, so hear me out, all right? So
what
should your
about
workplace
energy bills?
monitor? Huh? Key?
You're going to talk about energy bills again, are you?
No, no, no. Should your workplace monitor the stuff that you search at work?
Should they monitor? I mean, you got to remember, I work in the NHS, so that is monitored anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Google searches probably are monitored. But again, like, what are you going to do at work? Okay, but your question is bigger. So, should they monitor it? Should they monitor it versus should they install site blockers?
Could be. You could do a site blockers, but I think in this case, he used his phone. So site blockers on the computer ain't gonna do anything really, is it?
No, but you're not talking about him or you in his situation. You're talking about generally, like in your office, for example. Is that what you're
Well, yeah, I am. But also, there's plenty of ways around it. It's like
yeah, but that's not the point, is it?
no, no,
If you're
no, no,
trying
no.
to get around it, then you're just clearly highly motivated and nothing that's stopping you.
You're highly motivated.
I mean,
Wow.
you're highly skilled. You have a specific set of skills. I will find you. I will search you.
I will search for the tractor. Yeah. And search for put the tractor there. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Dear Lord. GT Road. All of it, man. Oh God. It's too much. Too much.
Full of Punjab on the tractor.
Everything, man. Full of Malish on the Punjab. Everything, man.
Oh,
Oh man. So yeah, the websites, I agree, you can pre-ban them. That's probably the best way of getting about it.
but
let's be real. If as you said, if you're highly motivated and you want to just get your phone out, it's game over, isn't it?
You gotta whip it out, yeah.
Just whip your phone out, yeah.
And you got VPNs and shit. Like, these people are clever people, man. They got it.
See, I was thinking, like, if you are at work and work was supposed to monitor stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, that's great. That's such a low bar to clear because everyone has a smartphone. Which means, okay, are you going to give work access to your phone, like at the end of the day, to check your search history or your screen time, right?
Why would they care about what you search about on your phone?
Because you're doing something bad during work hours. See what I mean? You're not working on company time. Sorry. Yeah, that is correct. You're not working on company time. That's something that should be done in your own time. I was going to say pleasure time, but own time. Pleasure time just sounds weird.
Tractor time. When you're in tractor time. It depends. I think my view on this, not this particular search, I'm talking generally, is when I go to work, I have to get my, the shit done. Not shit. Shit's probably the wrong word. I have to get the right amount of work done in the best interest of patients, right? But there's still
you're saving lives. I get it. Yeah.
But there'll be gaps in the day, natural pauses where I can just do one of the things, fire off an email, go on British Gas. That's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's not compromising anything. I'm getting my stuff done. I'm not choosing that over something else. I think there's a level of respect between the employer and the employer that, look, you have the freedom to do that as long as it doesn't compromise your primary objective, your primary purpose of being at work, then I think it's good. I like that level of respect to be there. Like not blocking Netflix. I like a computer where I can go on Netflix and watch content. Like in our hospitals, like, when we have lunch, we can put Netflix on, watch The Office.
Oh, straight on the desktop. That's nice.
As in, like, we have a room which isn't in front of patients and things, and it's like our seminar room, and we can put it on the big screen, put The Office on, have some lunch. I like that. I think that's a good idea. Don't get rid of Netflix.
Bro, I used to, when I was working in banking, in the first month of me getting there, it's not because of me. They blocked all social networks, all of them. And I was thinking, who's jumping on Facebook, logging on the computer?
So hilarious. That's what happened.
Yeah, he was. But who was jumping on work like in the middle of the day, just checking Facebook?
Yeah.
And what it did it pissed off recruiters who were meant to use LinkedIn and they couldn't access it. So they had to do work at home when they got home because you couldn't be seen on your phone at work either.
That's not acceptable.
Yeah. So the website blocking thing can be a bit of a conundrum, I guess.
Um, yeah, I look, I autonomy, man. There's got to be autonomy and respect. Trust people to make the right decisions. If they get away with it, fair play, man. If you get caught, you're penalized and you're out. Like it should just be that simple. Respect the player, man. If they get away with it, fine. Tiga. They've got enough hacks, are highly motivated.
Highly motivated.
And that is a virtue. See, you're highly motivated. Now I need to channel that highly motivation into non-tractor activities.
Well, speaking of the highly motivated things, you must have heard of people getting caught attending to themselves during lockdown. During work hours.
Caught what? Sorry?
People were getting caught attending to themselves.
Is that the PC term, is it?
I'm gonna use that PC term now. I'm making a catch on, right?
Okay.
People were basically caught having rubbing one out during lockdown.
Okay. All I saw was sometimes I think it was like people were on like a Zoom call and they were sharing the screen or something, and then the guy was like messaging your boss was like, we can see your screen or something. We can see like your tabs open here.
Oh god, that's bad. That's bad. That must have been early pandemic.
Yeah.
Problem is that some people during the pandemic started to get brave. I think, as you said, it's back to the risky, the kind of like rush. Yeah. So what happened was there were a couple of instances. You must have heard of Jeffrey Tubin.
Why do you think I must have heard? I haven't heard of any of these.
Come on, man. You must have heard of Jeff.
I don't know why you've heard of these.
Goran, you must have heard of Jeffrey Tubin. He's an American.
Jeffrey, I think Epstein.
American news anchor who got caught rubbing one out during a call, like a Zoom call. He thought he turned off his camera. Nope. Caught red-handed.
Fired.
Literally red-handed. Yeah, not cool. But he stepped down, and then he had to come out and do this like apology live on air while being interviewed by someone asking him questions about it. It's probably one of the most cringe, awkward interviews I've ever watched.
Wow.
So I felt like he had to do that to like, in Game of Thrones when she has to do the Walk of Shame.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Oh God, man, you're fully killing my vibes today.
This podcast.
All right, Cersei, Walk of Shame. Everyone who understands, it's kind of that level of cringe. It's really not cool to watch.
Right.
Really not cool to watch.
Okay, but you watch it anyway because you like tractors.
I don't like tractors.
I'm getting you a top man. Says I'm a tractor lover.
I'm a tractor lover. Wow.
This is like Monica and sharks in the bathtub.
Yeah.
This is you in tractors.
It's not me in tractors. Neil Parrish in tractors, bro.
You're a tractor man now.
Oh gosh. So
I have interest. Have you ever ridden tractor when you're in India?
I've sat on the back of Dad's. He took me around a lap once. That's it.
There you go, mate. You are the tractor king.
That's it. There we
I've
go.
never been on tractor, so there you go.
It's not that fun, mate. I'll level with you. It's not that fun.
Okay.
Yeah, there's other instances of people getting caught during the Zoom thing. There was one that was discussed in my workplace. I don't know if this happened to someone at work or if it was just a popular story, but someone was on a call. They thought the call had finished and they started prepping themselves. So they started like they got like the moisturizer, put it on the table. They got the tissues, put it on the table, and he put everything on mute so no one could hear him. So people were like saying, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it."
Can't hear it.
We're trying to call him and say, "We can see you. Your camera's on. Don't do it, don't do it."
Oh God, the bestie one.
I'm sure it happened in England, man. I'm sure it did.
Oh, these are all American examples, you don't know.
I reckon that one happened in England. I would like to think, but let's see.
You're gonna find the source, are you?
I'm sure I'll find a source of embarrassing stories during lockdown, man. It was a long time, wasn't it? So yeah, people probably got looser and looser with their day-to-day restrictions, I guess.
I got my rights.
Yeah, you got your rights, and then
I know my rights, man.
Oh God, so bad, so bad. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm worried about opening that can of worms, saying, okay, if you can't do that at work, I understand, but how are you going to monitor it? How are you going to stop it? It's one of those where you can't do it. It's probably like how they are with phones in schools. You know how they had web blockers for like games back in the day, like mini clip. They don't need that anymore. They got it on their phone. What are you going to do?
Highly motivated people.
It ain't the same thing. They're not highly motivated people. They're just dopamine addict kids, man. It's cool.
Which is also, when we were at school, we had to hand in our phones.
All day.
At the end. Yeah, you got it at the end. The only function of the phone was to call your parents. One of them. So you'd hand it in and get it at the end of the day. So
there's no chance you're getting everyone to hand in their phone in schools now.
Yeah, I don't even, what is the policy? I don't even know what the policy is. Like, are you allowed to keep your phones with you? Like, surely that's.
I think it's such a big task to try and sort out. There's no point in even trying to tackle it.
It'd be very easy though. Like when you're doing register in your classrooms, just have a box and like stick your phone in there. Done.
Someone like, oh, I left it at home. You're not going to strip search people, are you?
Oh, is you saying they're gonna hide it?
Of course they are. People used to lie back in the day. People used to lie back in the day at school when their phone was in their pocket as well, and they could only make a phone call and a text message.
And play Snake.
Ooh, Snake. Good game. Very good game.
Faster. And eat the tail.
Very good game. I wonder if that game was ever completed.
Here we go.
These are things I think about sometimes. Like, did anyone ever complete Snake?
You think about things that no one should ever think about. Tractor Man.
It's very true. It's what the perks of being this the guy who comes up with topics for the podcast, isn't it?
So see that, listeners, that was a dig at me.
It is a little bit, yeah.
Well, yeah. Not a little bit. That was quite a big dig, actually.
That is a dig, yeah. I'm digging. What are you saying? Can you dig it?
You're attracting me.
Sucker.
Yeah, you dig it. Yes. Yes.
That was such a
Booker,
banger.
man. Booker was the man, isn't it?
Booker
That scissor
C,
kick.
man.
That scissor kick. Oh, Spinneroonie.
Spinneroonie was wild, man.
Rooney. That was it.
King Booker. He had that rebrand.
I saw him, man. I saw him live.
You saw him live?
NEC. Yeah. We saw it.
I remember when he was like a bad boy on like WCW, and he just came to WWE and he wasn't the same.
Yeah. But that happened to a lot of people. Like Kevin Nash, WCW, he was the king, man. Came to WWE, he was a nobody, man.
Yeah.
He only had like a limited pool. I mean, the only guy who really did transition well, Goldberg. Oh my god.
Problem with Goldberg was that he didn't have the stamina to complete a match. I only found out about this recently, but apparently his stamina was so low as a fighter or wrestler that he couldn't withstand a match. So anytime he had a match, it was super quick, or he'd just come out, spear some people, and that's it.
Yeah. Jackhammer.
Because that's all he could do, because he just didn't have, he couldn't back. It's like in Bangladesh, you can't back a set, right? In this, he couldn't back a match, basically. He couldn't do it.
He looked really fit, though. I don't understand.
He didn't look that fit, man. He didn't.
Goldberg was built, man. Those traps. Bloody hell.
Yeah, he's probably built, but yeah, I don't think he had like the endurance to keep going.
Interesting. Never knew that. How'd you find that out?
I must have heard it on a podcast of some sort where people were talking about it. Or I think it just became common knowledge over the years when everyone was asking, why does Goldberg never fight like a full thing?
It's like cameo appearances, isn't it? Yeah.
That's why.
Learned something new today.
There you go. You learn something new every day. Karan, you got anything else to add?
Seeing Russell Peters soon, aren't we?
Huh?
We're seeing Russell Peters soon.
Oh yeah, shit. Couple of weeks. Prop. That'd be good.
Russell Peters.
You know, Sanj hasn't seen any of his material.
Anything?
None of it. I said, what do you know? And she said, oh, I just know somebody's going to get hurt. I said, that's it.
Yeah.
You don't know anything else.
He doesn't do that material anymore anyway.
No, he doesn't. But she doesn't even know like the OG stuff.
Yeah. It's still worth watching it. They get it ready, man.
Primed.
Oh, I'm seeing Chris Rock next Friday as well. I'll let you know how that is.
Let me know if that's any good. You know how I did the Dave Chappelle one, the review? You should do the same for Chris Rock.
That's fine.
Take mental notes. Yeah. Draw me a picture. Everything with your story.
That's gonna be good.
Just make sure you don't start chanting "fuck Will Smith" because that's probably gonna start.
Keep my wife's name, Shindy, out of your damn mouth.
But haven't you heard how people at some of his events have like started that chant when he's walking on stage?
Have they? Oh,
like fuck Will Smith, and I'm like, ooh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I like the idea of doing the funny one. Keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
It's not out of your mouth, but yeah, you're very PC about that. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Bloody Pleasure Time, whatever you called it. What was it? I don't know what you called it.
I've forgotten myself. I hope it catches on. I can't remember what I said. It's the problem with this
Listen,
podcast, man. I can't remember half the things I said.
Tractor man, I'm getting you tractor bar. You're tractor man now. That's it. I'm getting you on Bailo tractor.
Why am
No
I
condition-
tractor man?
I don't know, but you are. You've been on the tractor. Every time you see the tractor, you're gonna get excited now. No condition.
I'm not. Neil Parishes. I ain't gonna get excited about it. I'll just be like, oh, tractor. Cool.
Tractor man.
Anyway, people. Thank you for making it this far to the episode. Please give us a shout out.
Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna do something right now. Shindy, what does this term mean? What is a clothes horse? Yeah. How do you know that?
Yeah, Farlo, hold that.
1 second.
Karen.
She's giving
Hold
me the
that.
answer.
Nah, it doesn't matter, man. She knows what it is.
It sounds like it. No, it does. Horse. What
Thank
horse gotta do
you.
anything?
Thank you,
Doesn't look
Karen.
like a
See,
horse.
that's right. Take your
Drying
grammar school
rack.
education and get the fuck out of here. All right.
Yes, thank you. So she says that's what we call it. She's not sure why Indy calls it a horse.
Yeah, but it's a clothes horse. She knows it.
She doesn't. Well, she made an educated guess.
I just heard her say yes. Don't dispute the facts.
Shut up, man.
Stop putting
Shut
out the fake news just because you
Tractor
got
man.
shut down. Goran
Tractor
came
man.
through in the conversation and he got shut down, right? Anyway, guys, drop a comment if you think Goran got shut down. Thank you. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll catch you next week. All right, later, guys.